Let's see the fear now. I got the driving hot sparks, leaving scars for remorse. I got bark, won't starve. I am my dreamer. I'm a master of my fate. I'm a master of my fate. I'm a master of my fate.
Hello and welcome to TNA Xplosion. This week, Gia Miller goes around the ring with TNA legend Eric Young. The Don West, you've got to be kidding me. Top 5 trending topics of the week. In case you missed it. And our main event, we'll see tag team action as Jada Stone and Shazza McKenzie battle the current TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Alisha Edwards of the System and Masha Slamovich. But first, TNA Plus presents From the Vault. Xplosion starts now.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. 'Cause of London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe, and I believe that Vegas believes, Tom. Joe Hendry is in the house to inspire the masses.
It was last week on Impact Wrestling and Access TV that Joe Hendry bumped into the major players who have been talking a lot of trash about the reigning Impact World Tag Team Champions, Heath and Rhino. And Joe Hendry decided to get in the face of the digital media champion, Brian Myers, challenged him to a title match, and Matt Cardona told Brian Myers, put Joe Hendry in his place.
Well, which I understand that they felt slighted, they felt insulted, but Joe Hendry wants a better home for that digital media title.
The World Wide Web can be a scary place. And that's why when you're digital media champion, you've got a responsibility to inspire. But Brian Myers, you sell dolls. Joe Hendry, on the other hand, when he becomes digital media champion, he will be a force for good. And you will see the entire comment section say, in unison, we believe. And what they believe in is 252 pounds of pure motivation, the answer to all life's problems. They believe in Joe Hendry.
It's $1 million smile.
Yeah, well, what does your comment section look like, Hannafin?
Not great. Imagine what this guy's mentions look like.
His opponent in this digital media championship match, accompanied to the ring by Matt Cardona. He is the most professional wrestler and the defending digital media champion, Brian Myers.
1 week from tomorrow on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders in Louisville, Kentucky, it's Overdrive. And that night we will see the major players challenge Heath and Rhino for the Impact World Tag Team titles.
And can you imagine, should Brian Myers be successful here tonight, what that would mean for the major media empire? Yeah, I just coined that, by the way. It'd be great for the podcast, great for the socials, dual champions within the same house. You gotta love it.
Champ possibility, come Overdrive.
You know what? In this case, I will allow it. I will allow it in rare exceptions. But I'm conflicted because you know what, Tom? I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in his ability. I believe in his power to inspire through all media. So this one's a toss-up for the old drama king.
The Digital Media Championship is on the line for the first time ever. It's Joe Hendry versus Brian Myers. It was a matter of days ago that Brian Myers surpassed his good buddy Matt Cardona's reign, and is now the longest digital media champion reign in history at 132 days and counting.
So let's focus on the positive here. Like Joe Hendry, the positivity. that between Cardona and Myers, we have the 2 longest reigning digital media champions of all time. That's impressive.
Big night here in Las Vegas. Still to come this evening, the semifinals of the Xplosion Championship Tournament. We'll see Trey Miguel one-on-one with Mike Bailey. Remember, we'll crown a new champion 1 week from tomorrow at Overdrive. Also still to come tonight, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner. Bully Ray goes one-on-one with Siki Dice, who is ticked off Bully Ray. Meanwhile, in knockouts action, Matt Cardona will keep an eye on this one. Chelsea Green, one-on-one with Mickey James as a part of the last rodeo. Remember, if Green beats James, James will retire. And in our main event, another championship match. The Knockouts World title is at stake. Jordan Grace defends against Giselle Shaw.
No quick cover here for the title.
Going a kick out by Myers.
Myers stays in this one, gets a little bit of breathing room, and he's going to need it from the inspirational, the 250 pounds of motivation, baby.
Myers and Cardona both asking for a timeout. Myers hates Las Vegas. Getting in the face of Joe Hendry there, and Hendry with a big uppercut there to Myers.
I mean, it is a cesspool. You can't blame him. And you also can't turn your eyes away from him, or else you catch a kick to the face.
Talking about the Digital Media Championship reign of Cardona. He lost his title here in Vegas to Rich Swann, and Cardona also tore his bicep here in Vegas. So Brian Myers has told me we can't wait to leave.
And hopefully leave still holding on to the digital media gold. And he's looking good right now, keeping firm control of Joe Hendry here.
Think about the rise of Joe Hendry, returning to Impact Wrestling, making his Bound for Glory debut in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, and has really shown a lot of excitement, caused a lot of excitement, frankly, here in Impact Wrestling since. Taken off his feet by Myers.
I mean, yeah, can you blame the Impact faithful here? How many people have you seen come in here brand new onto the scene and inspire so many little people waving their hands, singing the song?
Hold on, off the kick to the head to retain, and a kick out by Hendry.
Look, I know what it's like to have people to sing along with you, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people.
Like when you've gone to concerts?
You know what? You know my story, Mr. Statman over here. You know my career. You know how many people I've inspired, just like Joe Hendry has.
Every day is your day.
Absolutely.
And now Hendry, shot right to the ribs there, trying to battle back here. Oh, and a guillotine here by Myers.
Great move, putting all the weight, forcing Joe Hendry to use every bit of strength and endurance. And he is doing that indeed.
252-pounder finds a way out, and it's the suplex.
Great back and forth contest between two competitors here. I thought that was a great move by Myers to swing on.
Whoa. Now an elbow there, and Hendry is starting to roll against Myers.
He's starting to believe in himself, and we know that very, very well. There's the strength one more time.
Always believes in himself. Up on the shoulders. Oh, a trust fall to win the Digital Media Championship and a kick out.
Just maybe Myers is starting to believe. He's feeling it full force here from Joe Hendry.
And now Joe Hendry, he's trying to set up for the standing ovation, trying to end this matchup.
Joe Myers saw it coming. Beautiful flatliner.
There's a cover to hold on to his title. Hendry is still in it.
Credit to Myers doing his homework on the young wrestler here, the magnetic Joe Hendry.
Now Myers perhaps showing a little frustration, trying to find a way to end Joe Hendry's night. Think about that implant DDT. Hendry,
Oh my God!
Cover! Oh, and a kick out by Myers. Just raw power there from Hendry.
Now maybe just a little bit of shakiness in the belief of Joe Hendry. Myers showing a lot of heart here. Definitely wants to hold on to that championship with everything he's got.
Tossing outside by Myers. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. Hendry gonna do some damage on the outside for the time being.
Lurking in the shadows, lurking in the background there, you see Matt Cardona, who's just checking on his friend, I truly like to believe.
Hold on a second.
Oh, hold up. Speaking of...
Tag team champions, Heath and Rhino are defend 1 week from tomorrow at Overdrive against the major players.
I know they got their issues, but they got no business out here.
Uh-oh. Oh, and look at Heath and Rhino.
Myers assaulting Cardona for no reason.
They're taking Cardona out of the equation. Cardona trying to get involved here at every turn to help out Myers.
Oh, what, because he believes in Joe Hendry and is sharing a conversation with him? Whatever.
Big kick by Myers, takes advantage. Implant DDT to hold on to the championship. Kick out by Hendry.
I can't believe it. And now you might have to believe in Joe Hendry after kicking out of that huge DDT.
Go for the roster cut. The standing ovation.
He got it.
Cover. Do you believe in Joe Hendry? He's your digital media champion.
Here is your winner and new Impact Wrestling Digital Media Champion, Joe Hendry.
Well, results are results. And inspiration reigns supreme here in Las Vegas. Tommy, the mentions are going to be blowing up overnight.
Joe Hendry claims he's the answer to all life's problems. He will now look to spread his message and motivate the masses as your new digital media champion. And now, here on TNA Xplosion, it's time for the Don West. You've got to be kidding me. Top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of the late, great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5, love might be in the air. At the conclusion of Impact last week, following the Champions Challenge match, we saw PCO make his way to the ring as the victorious team of All-Stars stood tall. Well, in the end, it was PCO who handed a black rose to Steph DeLander. Is there a beating heart inside Perfect Creation 1 after all? At number 4, time is running out for you to get your hands on the first TNA action figures in nearly a decade. Series 1 includes Josh Alexander, Eddie Edwards, Jordan Grace, and Moose. You've got to head to PowerTownWrestling.com now because the pre-sale ends on Friday, May 31st. At midnight Eastern time. And once it's over, the Series 1 figures will no longer be available. Again, head to PowerTownWrestling.com now because the pre-sale for the TNA Action Figure Series 1 concludes Friday, May 31st at midnight Eastern time. At number 3, we cycle back to Impact from last week. The matchup between Alan Angels and Leon Slater featured a very disturbing scene. It was the referee who became violently ill at ringside. This was the same official who was refereeing the matchup between Jonathan Gresham and Kushida at Under Siege a few weeks ago live on TNA Plus. This official is being monitored right now by TNA management, and the Director of Authorities, Santino Marella, is trying to get to the bottom of what in the world is going on with Jonathan Gresham. At number 2, for the first time ever, TNA Wrestling will be live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada for TNA's 20th annual Slammiversary, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus on Saturday, July 20th, and on Sunday, July 21st. TNA Wrestling presents Impact. Tickets go on sale on Saturday, May 25th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time via TNAWrestling.com. Set your reminders now and get your tickets for TNA in Montreal. And at number 1, last week's Impact saw the Colossal Champions Challenge match. It was the largest main event in the history of TNA Wrestling, and in the end, it was Joe Hendry pinning Brian Myers of the System and scoring the win for the All-Star team against the Champions team. As we saw last night on Impact, there have been great opportunities that have come about for the winners on the All-Star team. And we know next week on Impact, Joe Hendry goes one-on-one with Eddie Edwards of the System. Hendry Mania is running wild. Still to come, we'll see Jada Stone and Shazza McKenzie team up against Alisha Edwards and Masha Slamovich, the reigning Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller, starring Eric Young. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? This is Around the Ring. As always, I'm Gia Miller, and today I have a very, very special guest, the world-class maniac, Eric Young. Iwa. thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, G. This is quite the setup you got here.
Oh yeah. We're always moving and shaking around here.
I believe that.
And as everyone knows, if this is your first time tuning in, we talk about anything but wrestling. We talk about around the ring. And there is something specific I want to talk to you about, and that is your family of dogs.
Yeah. Love dogs my whole life. Will always have them. Will always be part of my life. Have currently two pit bulls, Maverick and Sophie. And I don't have kids. Those are my kids. I'd have 100 dogs, obviously, if I had the time and the space. But it's they're just amazing creatures, and just a kind of love that you can't get from anywhere else. It's unconditional.
Unconditional.
And they're brilliant, and they're beautiful, and you can learn so much from them.
Yes.
And how they approach everyday life. And man, it's like they're the best, and they go almost everywhere. I was gonna bring Sophie this trip, but it was a little hectic. But some other time, that would have been perfect because she could have been here with me.
And Maverick, he's no stranger to the locker room.
He's no stranger to the locker room or the limelight. He's the superstar. He's a great pit bull, and we've had his DNA checked, and he's almost 100% pit bull.
Wow.
But he's 35 pounds, and he's currently, I think he's 8 years old.
Oh my
so
goodness.
we call him the Unicorn Man. And he's like just singular in so many ways, and very loving and calm and smart, but has a very rough start to his life. Someone left him for dead, and he has a broken tail, and he was starved at infancy, had fleas and ticks and an abscessed tooth. And
that's awful.
we adopted him, and now he's living his best life.
And you're no stranger to that either, because when I first met you, you had a dog named Memphis.
Yep.
And the story of Memphis has stuck with me for so long because it's such an incredible story.
You're a Southern lady. He was a Southern gentleman.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. And he had that way, this like kind of weird, infectious, like Southern charm to him.
He did.
And it just looked Southern, like sounded Southern because of the howl.
Yes.
Yeah, he's my wife's aunt found him, and someone had shot him, and he was kind of in the woods and was skinny and like. In farmland or in the countryside, if you see a dog like that, it probably has rabies.
Yeah.
And like trying to get close to it is a mistake, right? So they were doing what they thought was right, and they shot him here, that's the proper place. It's a kill shot.
Yeah.
But it hit him, went through his body and out the other side, and he lived.
Oh my God.
And we rescued him when he was, I don't know, just a little under a year old, and he was definitely a handful and came with a lot of baggage and trauma from that and being left and all the other stuff, but was an amazing dog, an amazing runner. Like just, you couldn't tire him out. We trained him to run on the treadmill.
Oh wow.
Every morning you'd come out of your bedroom and he'd be waiting for you. And you're like,
my
do you want to run? And he'd run up the stairs and run into the room where the treadmill was, and he'd be waiting on it.
Oh.
And I could just turn it on and go downstairs and watch some TV and make breakfast. Or sometimes I called him my riding buddy because I would ride a recumbent bike and do cardio with him in the morning. So Memphis would be on the treadmill and I'd be on the bike, and every day 60 minutes, and he'd come off of there like nothing happened. He was an absolute machine, and he got really into running with my wife. She was doing half marathons and full marathons, and that was her running partner. So she was running sometimes 8-9 miles a day, and he would do the whole thing with her.
An absolute trooper.
Yeah.
I mean, just incredible. And now we've also talked about Breakfast, an Instagram dog that we both.
Yes.
He introduced me to Breakfast.
Mr. Breakfast.
Yes, Mr. Breakfast. The pink Pomeranian that I sent you was Breakfast.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Similar names, not similar dogs.
Not similar dogs at all. One's a pink Pomeranian, the other one's a pit bull with the most adorable gaping mouth I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, and beautiful set of teeth on him.
All right, we're gonna have to get Mr. Breakfast on, I think, for a special guest.
I mean, 3/4 of my Instagram is dogs.
And it makes so much sense. Iwa, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me. Your love of dogs is unmatched.
Yeah, thank you. I love them.
Everyone, this has been Around the Ring.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact? No problem. We're going to get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It. Next. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It. And there is the X Division champion, Mustafa Ali, who awaits the winner of this matchup in his hometown of Chicago on Friday, June 14th, live on TNA Plus. And against all odds, who will challenge Ali for the X Division crown?
And that chop that time sending Bailey straight off the top rope, crumbling to the apron and back in. Mike Bailey moments ago was scrambling to land a shot, unable to do so, now finally hits his mark.
Kick right to the head there by Bailey, slowing up 7. Oh, look at this. Off the top, turned Bailey inside out, the cover, and a kick out by Speedball.
And look at this. This incredible, this seated scoop slam off the top rope from Trent Seven. And of course, our X Division champion rallying the crowd behind these two incredible warriors. That's the example you want to see at the top of your division.
Yeah, Ali making sure that the spotlight's on him here in the Impact Zone.
How dare you? He literally asked the crowd to cheer for both of these opponents, one of whom will be facing him at Against All Odds.
Now Bailey and 7. Oh, quite the battle here in our main event between these two. They have really put it all on the line for an X Division title shot.
You can see there Trent Seven was just trying to get to his feet, struggling to do so. That's how much has been taken out of both these guys.
Oh, went for bop and bang one more time, went for that kick. Oh, Sparta kick right to the face, and a backhand by 7. 7-star lariat. 7, can he get the cover? Trying to get into the cover here. Oh, and a kick out by Bailey in those precious moments, trying to reposition Bailey, perhaps save Speedball.
Just, you said it, Tom. Those milliseconds even it took 7 to turn Bailey over onto his back. That could have all Mike Bailey needed. That could have been all he needed to kick out, and this match will continue.
And now look at this, going for the full Nelson, trying to control Speedball Mike Bailey as Bailey gets back up to his feet. Oh, now the Snapdragon suplex. And there's Bailey to the outside.
7's not done.
7 through the ropes. And a nasty landing for both men on the outside of the ring as the referee's checking on the combatants.
Take another look at this, though. 7 through the ropes, taking Bailey out on the floor, putting it all on the line in this #1 contendership match. And all with a little bit of extra gusto and encouragement from our X Division champion.
Great respect shown by the fans here in the greater Cincinnati, Ohio area. Ali showing his version of respect. I believe it to be disingenuous, but the match continues.
I'd hate to see who your friends are. This man is smiling, cheering on his own opponents.
Now 7 and Bailey beating the 10 count there. Whoa, 7 nearly sent into Ali. Oh,
what?
Bailey hit Ali! Bailey was going for 7. He accidentally hit Ali!
Champ down! Luckily, the team is right on it. Look at this. You want to talk about a disingenuous smile? Look at that right there.
He said he was sorry.
Oh, now who's lying through their teeth?
Oh, now 7 and Bailey right back to the battle. Seven and Bailey wearing each other out. It's all about getting an X Division title shot and against all odds. But they got to get back in the ring, Ray Wall.
Yeah, no kidding. Trying to tenderize each other like commercial-grade beef.
They got to listen to the referee's count.
Count of 8.
Count of 9, and 7 and Bailey beat the 10 count.
By 1 second, they almost lost their opportunity at the X Division title. They got to be careful. I know the competition here is intense.
Shows you what it means to both these men to go to war, not only with each other, two men who respect each other so much, but to get closer to the hallowed prize, the TNA X Division Championship.
And now taking their time, loading up these shots.
Oh.
And there's Bailey, he's known for those kicks. Trent Seven, known for his chops.
Oh, now Bailey really starting to load up here with these kicks. On that one landed, 7 down. Oh, and a huge PK, and now Bailey, double knees right to the chest.
Seven on wobbly legs here.
Oh, and a super kick there by Bailey. Is it enough to head to against all odds? Seven gets the right shoulder up in time.
Ali still holding his head there after that heinous attack by Speedball Mike Bailey. Regardless, this match continues.
Oh, another huge kick by Bailey. And now Bailey with the tornado kick.
And Seven lined up. Whoa!
Oh. Bailey went for ultimate weapon. Seven able to roll out of the way. And now
Look
Seven
out.
up onto the shoulders. Is it time for the Burning Hammer? Oh, and Bailey out to the apron.
Wait, what is this? Oh my God!
Another 7-star lariat.
Right out on the apron. Bailey is out of it.
These two have to be careful. Once again, they're outside the ring. But look at this. Is he thinking about the Burning Hammer? Oh my God! Where steel meets wood, the Burning Hammer!
You gotta take another look at this. The Burning Hammer out on the apron. Broken.
And Seven rolls back inside the ring.
I mean, he's got to roll Bailey back inside the ring to get this done if he wants to be the #1 contender to the X Division title.
And Seven rolls back outside. He doesn't want to accept the count-out victory, which would allow him to advance. Gets Bailey back inside the ring again. This shows the respect between these two. But for another 7-star lariat, that could have been the end for Bailey. Cover, kick out by Seven. Seven keeps Bailey close. Another 7-star lariat. Cover. Bailey will not die.
Take another look. Yet another 7-star lariat. And not enough, though, to put this one away.
Hold on. Oh, he went for the Xplex. Seven wanted the Xplex, but Bailey countered with the DDT.
Now Bailey climbing back up. Trent Seven rolling out to the apron, though.
Yeah, Seven out of desperation. He sends Bailey going back up there for ultimate weapon, and Bailey puts him down hard. Oh, my God, the knees out on the apron.
Mike Bailey literally ricocheting off the body of Trent Seven there.
Now, wait a minute. Ali just lunged at Bailey after the incidental contact from earlier on.
Yeah, quote-unquote incidental. Who could blame the man?
Wait, what the hell? Was that Champagne Singh?
The hell was he doing involved in this?
The official didn't see Singh. Seven didn't see the interference by Singh either. Seven has beaten Bailey.
Here is your winner and the #1 contender for the TNA X Division title, Trent Seven.
Well, any which way it went down, Trent Seven is the man who will face Mustafa Ali in Chicago and against all odds for the X Division Championship.
And Ali is furious, but again, Champagne Singh just came out here in the Impact Zone moments ago. The official didn't see it. 7 didn't see it. 7 carried on with the fight. And now Ali is storming out of the impact zone.
You're gonna have to wonder when they both come to what Mike Bailey is gonna think about how that all went down at the end of this huge matchup.
In the end, it is set. 7 versus Ali for the X Division Championship at Against All Odds. Up next, it's our main event. Jada Stone and Shazza McKenzie square off against the reigning TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Alisha Edwards of the System and Masha Slamovich. This match is next. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and we are set for our main event.
The following is the tag team match. Introducing first, the team of Shazza McKenzie and Jada Stone.
Set for action here in the greater Cincinnati area. The Knockouts ready to take center stage. And Gia, you know Jada Stone and Shazza McKenzie very well.
I know both of these women very, very well. And something to note is that these two, today is the first time these two have ever met each other. But it's important we don't disregard new tag teams, such as this one.
See how they do against the reigning tag champs.
Their opponent from Moscow, Russia. She is one half of the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Masha Slamovich.
We recently saw Masha Slamovich in action on Impact as a part of the largest tag team match in the history of TNA, the Champions Challenge, which was won by the All-Star team.
Trust the system.
Her partner, being accompanied by the TNA World Tag Team Champions, representing the system, she is one half of the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Alisha Edwards.
So the Champions team came up short in the Champions Challenge, and then last night on Impact, things got a little more rocky for the system. In particular, we saw the team of Broken Matt Hardy and Ryan Nemeth defeat Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers, the reigning tag team champions. That has led to Santina Marella making 2 different matches for Against All Odds on Friday, June 14th, live on TNA Plus in Chicago, Illinois. It was deemed by Santina Marella that by Hardy getting a win, he should have a shot at the tag team titles. Hardy has made it very clear that he wants to procure the championship of the world. So it'll be Hardy versus Moose for the TNA World Championship at Against All Odds.
Against All Odds is definitely stacking up to be an incredible night, but right now, we've got to focus on this Knockouts action.
I agree with you, and just to round out that story, also at Against All Odds, Ryan Nemeth was part of that victory against Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. So the Nemeths, Nick Nemeth and Ryan Nemeth, will be challenging the system for the tag titles at Against All Odds. So some challenges ahead for the system at Against All Odds, and tonight here on Xplosion, Alisha Edwards already mouthing off to McKenzie.
Are you surprised?
No, not at all. I've known Alisha.
You shut up!
Well,
Do you think this first championship in TNA has already gone to the head of Alisha Edwards?
yes. In short,
Oh,
yes.
cover there. Kick out.
But I also think that,
Shazza
Alisha-
McKenzie for the cover. Oh, kick out there at 2. Trying to turn it into a submission here. Trying to tie up the arms. On a cover now. McKenzie nearly put away Edwards.
wow. Very impressive from Shazza McKenzie. This is her TNA debut. She actually said that her #1 goal this year was to be...
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you after Alisha Edwards slapped the taste out of Shazza McKenzie's mouth.
Oh, well,
God.
her goal was to be in a TNA ring and a... Well, that dream's come true.
Or the like suplex. Oh, and a kick out. Welcome to TNA.
Yeah.
Shazza McKenzie. And a kick out there on one half of the tag champs.
Back up! You scared? You scared?
who has been dominant at times here in TNA and certainly was a big part of why she and Alisha captured the tag team titles from Spitfire and Under Siege. Now here's Jada Stone, who's legal, taking it to Slamovich.
Oh!
So the athleticism.
Oh yeah, you've got to watch out for the spark.
And now Jada Stone with the Meteor. Here's the cover, kick out by Slamovich, and a close call here for the reigning tag team champions. Tag made, in comes McKenzie. And as we saw last night on Impact, Lars Fredrickson trying to get Spitfire in the right frame of mind. Spitfire, Danny Luna, and Jody Threat do have a contractual rematch for the titles. Cover and a kick out. But Lars Fredrickson trying to get them back to basics. It didn't go so great last night on Impact. Tasha Steelz beat Jody Threat one-on-one.
Yes, unfortunately, Jody Threat was not successful in her match against... Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Against Tasha Steelz. Well, Tasha Steelz bent the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
Not shock anyone.
But I feel like Lars has a reason for all that. There's a lesson to be learned here, right?
I mean, I certainly hope so. Lars Fredrickson believes that getting them back to basics is going to help them be ready for Alisha Edwards and Masha Slamovich, considering how much these two have bent the rules in their time together. Crossbody there by Alisha Edwards, controlling Shazza McKenzie. And now taking a shot there at Jada Stone. McKenzie trying to battle back. Alisha Edwards taking away the tag option momentarily.
And that's the type of stuff that Jody Threat and Spitfire, they're going to have to look out for those little tactics that Alisha has become very good at.
Let me ask you, what's the word from within the system after what happened last night on Impact?
Oh, well, the system still thinks that they're completely on top, but
great combination offense here by Alisha Edwards and Masha Slamovich, pressing the shoulders down. Kick out by McKenzie.
But as for the system, they know that there's a lot of obstacles they still need to get out of their way. There's a lot that they need to take care of in several different individuals. So we're just going to have to see how that all plays out. But
to your point, we know next week on Impact, we'll see one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Eddie Edwards, go one-on-one with Joe Hendry. Hendry, one of the problems for the system.
yes, and
Kick right to the face. Alisha scrambles for a cover, trying to put away this matchup here, and a kick out by McKenzie.
yeah, Joe Hendry, I have to note, was the one that was victorious in the Champions Challenge.
Got the pinfall,
I
yes.
mean, that is a statement, to say the least. He's going to be a huge problem for the system, and really anybody.
Look at the opportunity that Santina Marella offered to the Nemets and also to Broken Matt Hardy. It was something we didn't know going into the Champions Challenge, how Marella would interpret the outcome of that matchup, and clearly there are big opportunities ahead for the winners. Alisha into the cover, shoulders down here. Shazza McKenzie able to kick out. It's been a hard-fought matchup here by McKenzie and Jada Stone, sticking in it against the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. Slamovich is legal.
Oh, Lord.
Open palm strikes high on the chest, radiating across the collarbone. That will certainly throw you off. Masha Slamovich grabbing a handful of hair as Alisha Edwards taunting Jada Stone, and Shazza McKenzie had an opportunity to fight out of the corner. And now McKenzie makes a tag. Here comes the spark. This has been a heavy-hitting matchup, Gia.
It absolutely has. Jada might be small, but she has got a lot of power in that little piece of dynamite.
Nice way to kick off the festivities as a part of Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. Oh, and a kick to Slamovich.
Wow, I mean, this, like I said, these two, this is their first time teaming up, but clearly there was a spark in this matchup.
Off the top, moonsault by Jada Stone to pin one out of the tag champs. Oh, and a kick out there. Oh, it's broken up by Alisha Edwards. And now McKenzie dumped outside. Near catastrophe there. Jada Stone's left alone. Oh!
No.
Big spinning heel kick there by Slamovich. And now the setup here by Masha Slamovich onto the shoulders of Jada Stone.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh! The Bulldog off the top. Alisha and Masha win.
Here are your winners, Alisha Edwards and Masha Slamovich.
A victory for our Knockouts Tag Team Champions and a great showing for Shazza and Jada, but our Tag Team Champions still on top.
An important win, especially on behalf of the system, on the way towards Against All Odds.